Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So to start off, I just want to thank each and every one of you. I have finally reached 10,000 subscribers on my channel and I'm so excited. When I first started my channel, it was more because of how much I love beauty products and how much I love sharing kind of my ideas and kind of playing around with different makeup. And just where I am right now, I am so grateful, so thankful, and really love each and every one of you for your support. Thank you so much for all of your support over the years. I can't wait to see where this channel leads me, and I hope that you will continue to support me. But I just want to say a huge thank you to each and every one of you for supporting me. Thank you so much for all of your support. I hope you will continue to support me over the years. So today I am reviewing the new Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes Moonlight palette. And well, I have to start off by saying I am very disappointed, and I am going to actually show you exactly why, because everything was caught on camera. I was so excited to try this palette. I haven't actually tried anything by Makeup by Mario yet, and I was excited to purchase it just because the shades are so beautiful. The cool tones in here are gorgeous, and the shimmers. The shimmers is really the reason why I wanted to purchase this and review it. You'll notice I'm taking caution with opening this. Usually I tend to open the palette straight up and show you guys what it looks like inside, but I really have to take great caution because first off, I did receive it damaged. This eyeshadow right over here came really crumbled when I first received it. I did put it back in and I was like, okay, it's fine, it happens. But then as I'm filming, you'll notice another eyeshadow just fell completely out of the palette. Luckily, before I filmed my look, I did film close-ups of this palette to kind of show you what the shades look like. And these cool tones are beautiful. The shades are really just the basic type of shades that really everyone should have in their makeup collection. Now, this palette does create a really beautiful look. The shimmers in here are gorgeous and they are very buttery soft. A little too soft, but the quality of this palette, I really believe that if you have this palette, you probably will only get a couple of uses out of it because it is going to crumble. Now, I don't know, maybe I got a bad batch. If you guys purchased this palette, leave me a comment below. Let me know. What are your thoughts? How did you receive this palette? Did you receive it in good condition? Have you used it a couple of times and how is it holding up for you? Because honestly, I just used this once and it already is crumbling very much so. It just is such a poor quality palette. And for $68, you just really would expect so much more. For the packaging, it is made out of plastic. It does have a magnetic closure and a large mirror inside. So definitely practical, basic, and you would imagine that this would be perfect for travel. However, because it's really crumbling up, I really feel that I would fear taking this out to travel just because it most likely is going to be a hot mess. Here's swatches of the shimmer shades, and these are gorgeous. I just really wish that they were better quality and they will hold up in the pan, but it is so sad that they do crumble and really you're not going to get much use out of them. But for beauty wise, these are beautiful shades. They are highly shimmery type of pigment, and they are very soft. They will create a beautiful look, but again, the quality just is not there. And here's swatches of the matte shades, also really beautiful. The blue can be a little bit patchy. The black, however, is very well done, I have to admit. Now I'm going to zoom you guys in and show you how I created my look using this palette. Although beautiful, but you're about to see just how much of a mess this palette really is. To start off with, I do have some foundation on. However, I don't have any concealer. And the reason being is because I noticed there's a lot of fallout from this eyeshadow and I just don't want it to kind of go on my face and then I have to reapply concealer. And usually that makes my concealer kind of look a little odd. So I'm just avoiding the concealer for now. I'm going to apply the eyeshadow look, just complete the look, and then apply my concealer. So I'm starting off with this shade right over here. So as you can see, I don't know if the camera is picking it up, but I will have close-ups, but it really is such a powdery type of palette. Oh my God, I just noticed. Do you see this? This entire eyeshadow just got out of my palette. Oh my goodness. All right. You guys, I think I kind of hate this palette. I already received it somewhat damaged, and now another eyeshadow just completely fell out. Really disappointed, but I kind of do want to give it still a try, but I really think at this point I need to return this. But for the sake of really giving it another try, I'm gonna continue to do a look with this, but I can't believe it. It just completely fell out. I'm not even going to remove the protective sticker off of the mirror just because I think I really am going to return this. It is entirely damaged, but let's try it out. So I am going to apply that shade all over my eye. Okay, so this is a nice base shade, very soft, perfect kind of to start off your makeup. You guys, I am really disappointed. I mean, this is $68 and I just feel like it's breaking apart and I didn't even use it yet. Next, I'm picking up this shade here. I mean, it really is just crumbling up, but let's just go ahead and give it a go. So I am going to apply this as a transition. I mean, these shades are pretty. It's a very soft palette. You have to be very careful. And if you are thinking about traveling with this palette, I would say forget it. Not a good idea. Just because wherever you go and you take it, it's probably going to be a hot mess. Pretty shades. Quality-wise, questionable for sure. All right, so I have to pick up this blue shade. Now I have to say out of this entire palette, the blue is probably maybe the nicest quality-wise, but let's go ahead and apply this. So I am going to start off by applying this underneath and create a wing. And then I'm going to grab another brush and smoke this out. I'm applying this blue shade on the outer corner. I do want to create more of a smoky look today. I mean, the shade does lay on nicely. It does blend nicely. I'm applying some more of that blue shade underneath and just smoking it out. This is a pretty shade. I'm just so disappointed by the quality. Now going into this shimmer shade, this has a little bit of a blue shift to it. And actually the reason for me purchasing this palette is because of the shimmers. And unfortunately, as you can see, they're really crumbling as I'm using them. So I think I'm just going to use the shade right here on the inner corner. I mean, it's pretty, but just the longevity of this, I don't see this palette lasting too long. You may use it a couple of times, and especially if you travel with it, again, it is going to be a hot mess and crumble. So for $68 to only use this palette a couple of times, it's really sad to say, but it's not worth it. This is a really pretty color though, I have to admit. I love that blue shift and it really works perfectly with the blue shade in here. I was going to create another look using this palette and use several shades in here, but honestly, I'm just going to use one more shade just because I do think I do need to break up those two shades. So just going in to this shade here. This is more of a goldish type of shade. I'm just going to apply this in the middle. I mean, they are pretty. It's just the quality is not too good at all. All right, so just blending everything out. And honestly, I'm going to stop there. Going to apply some eyeliner, some mascara, and just try to fix this look up best that I can, because this is definitely going back. I think I do deserve a refund. The quality just is not there. I did try it. I gave it a go. I'm not one to return makeup. Usually, even if I don't love a product, I keep it. But this is just too damaged. I mean, I did receive it this way. This shade over here started crumbling. The palette itself came to me dirty because the eyeshadows were crumbling. And now the shade here just completely fell out. I didn't even use the shade at all. And here's the finished look. Very soft, yet glowy, smoky, definitely an ethereal moonlight type of look. The shimmers are gorgeous. I love that white with the blue shift shimmer. The blue is really pretty. Just wish the quality of the pigment is better. If you're like me and really love these cool tone shades as well as the shimmers, then let me show you an alternative. When I saw these shades in person, it immediately made me think of Natasha Denona's Glam palette. Now, even though these are a little bit darker in tone, they do really look very similar. They have a similar feel to them. So here is the gold shade in the Natasha Denona palette, and this is the one in the Makeup by Mario. As you can see, the Natasha Denona looks so much more creamy. This one does have a larger type of shimmer in them. They are not the exact same, but overall, I believe that the Natasha Denona Glam palette will create a similar type of look. This palette definitely isn't as cool toned, but the quality is definitely so much better than the Makeup by Mario palette. I'm highly disappointed. I really wanted to love this palette, and I do love the overall shades, but it's just the quality. It's such a shame because really the shades are beautiful, and this could have been a staple palette in anyone's collection. Now for the blue, Dior did recently release a blue eyeshadow palette for the fall collection. And this blue right here, this is a very dark blue. As you can see, the quality is already so much better. Here's the blue in the Dior palette, and here is the blue in the Makeup by Mario. As you can see on my hand, it's already crumbling. And you can see the Dior one is blending beautifully in. I'm sorry, you guys, I really do dislike the quality of this palette. The shades, although beautiful, the quality is not. And I do have to be honest, I always really take my honesty with high regards when it comes to reviewing any products. And I just really have to be honest with you guys. I don't think that $68 for this palette is worth it. You know, the quality just is not there, and it should not be this price. Did I just receive a damaged palette? Perhaps, I don't know. Please let me know in the comments below if you did purchase this palette and kind of how it's working for you. But as you can see, it is crumbling. I don't want it to crumble anymore. And I just really think that this is not worth it at all. And that is my review of the new Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes Moonlight palette. I hope this video was informative for you. And if you were interested in this palette, I hope this video gave you a more informed look as to whether or not this palette is worth it. Thank you again so much for all of your support. If you are not subscribed to my channel just yet, please be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell to get notified when I upload new videos. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video.